which was a natural growth working with Saras. This is not my first time working with Saras at the same time. So I was super stoked to kind of join working with them. Wow, now the game has changed for us. Having that just gave us so much peace. And only way we could achieve that is just to have data in order.
Can you just speak to that? Like at True CMOS's level of growth from a low 8-figure brand to now a 9-figure brand, like how are you making sure the data you're relying on is accurate to make big decisions and not have any like questions in the back of your head, like, oh, is this data right, or is it not?
Oh yeah, I've been asking that question for first few months, like not getting anywhere. So, which was a natural growth working with Saras. This is not my first time working with Saras at the same time. So was super stoked to kind of join working with them. But yeah, walking in, like I was asking for some of the reports and I was trying to pull reports as well. It was just a mess. Like wherever I looked, like there was like hundreds of SKUs for practically for like 10 products. And it was like, why do those exist? You look at the cohort because it's a subscription business. It's just complete mess. Like somebody we would go and win back. They would not get assigned to that original order, and it would start as a new subscription. I was like, why is that happening? And then like just the share of headache that we had to go through before we started looking for a partner was just, yeah, just I was imagining like just as you, Connor, just going in, okay, I'm just going to get Supermetrics and just like going to map it out. And then, okay, I'm going to pull those reports and maybe assign someone. I was like, nope, that's not how, that didn't work. So first it was the accuracy problem, big problem to kind of deal with when you're growing really, really fast and you need to make decisions, like drastic decisions week over week when the spend is high. And the second is, of course, okay, how can we now deploy a wider measurement across this? So like, and then of course, when the AI came into the conversation, Saras definitely took a lead of like, hey, now you can apply, like you can use so many prompts to actually pull that data a lot more easily. And it was like, that just music to my ears because wow, now the game has changed for us from here on. And so when you are especially into multiple sales channels, and we're not plugging in only just website data, right? Just that's very important. You're plugging in Amazon data, you plug in the retail data, and then the big factor here is that how you can capture that demand is your pricing, for example, other than the ad spend. So you change different pricing, your demand capture changes. How much you capture in one channel, second channel. So like you're working with them to hypothesize with all those scenarios, and it worked really, really well. Of course, we went through a little bit of a crisis as well earlier this year with the recall. We can talk about that as well, but that was also a very interesting point where Saras came up front and said like, hey, let's hypothesize on scenarios that we can. What's the plan from here? Because it was just panic all over the place throughout the team, and so. What is the game plan from here? If scenario A happens, B happens, but all of a sudden we had 10 scenarios. And then having that just gave us so much peace. And only way we could achieve that is just to have data in order.